Welcome to Fine Wineries, where great wines are discovered. Here's Jim Borsack and Duffy Keys, owners of B-Cellars.
Hi, I'm Jim Borsack. I'm the co-founder of B-Cellars, and I want to introduce my partner, Duffy Keys.
Hey, Jim, thanks. Actually, just a quick story about how Jim and I got together as partners in B-Cellars. We met, I guess, 7 years ago at a 4th of July barbecue. We debated the merits of our individual wine endeavors. At that point, we each had started our own individual wine companies. And that debate led nowhere other than it stuck in each of our respective minds about we might actually be doing something independently that we could do better together. That led to a subsequent conversation, and before you know it, we scrapped our individual plans, and here we are 6 years into our I guess it's our 6th harvest together at B-Cellars, doing some great things, and you know, it just goes to show that two heads, I guess, are better than one.
This morning we're at the Juliana Vineyard in Pope Valley, picking Sangiovese. This is one of my favorite hillside vineyards because it's not only very beautiful here, it also has some incredible fruit on a very rugged, steep terrain. And that's what makes this vineyard site, the Juliana Vineyard, so special. Is it's got very steep hillsides. It's also got some nice valley floors. I particularly am enjoying this vineyard site.
The hallmark of B-Cellars is all about blended wines. Why blended wines? Well, I'm a big believer that vineyards have off years and varietals have off years. You as the consumer shouldn't care about having an off year. It simply allows us to blend wines from different parts of Napa to overall great product year after year.
And really, to that point, we have anywhere between 18 to 20 vineyards that represent the B-Cellars portfolio, and all of this from Napa Valley. And what's interesting about that is we not only have access to 18 to 20 vineyards, but these are hallmark vineyards of Napa Valley. Vineyards like Tocolone, George III, Stagecoach, Juliana, Dr. Crane. I mean, these are the absolute top of Napa Valley branded vineyards.
So looking at the fruit, try to take a little bit of sample, put it in your mouth, chew on the skins, feel the sensation, the flavor, the ripeness, the jam, and the quality. Very sweet. Spit some seeds. Look for color. Good dark seeds. These are all very nice. A little bit of pulp. Feel the tannin on the palate, and spit it out. I'm gonna feel the acidity and the balance there, and that's one of the main parameters. Is just the taste and the feel.
This is actually what the berries look like after they've been destemmed. This particular vineyard is one of our 18 vineyards, but perhaps our smallest vineyard. It's located in St. Helena. It's actually farmed by an ex-school teacher by the name of Rich Auger. It's been one of our core vineyards for many years. It comes with a terrific flavor components. It just proves that not all the times you need to have big name vineyards. It just needs to have the right vineyard in the right spot with the right clone and somebody that's passionate about it like we are making the wine.
Here we are, Dr. Crane Vineyard, Beckstoffer, owned and operated. Come on, Lucy, let's go. Good girl. You gotta go sample the grapes. This is a vineyard located in St. Helena. It's on the valley floors. You can see it's nice and pretty flat here. It's an old ancient riverbed that has a lot of gravel, a lot of cobble in the soil type as well. It's also a poor soil. It doesn't hold water very well, so that's great for the grapes. You know, the grapes don't want that heavy soil, heavy feet type of in a growing environment. It's all Cabernet Sauvignon. Beautiful vines. The Beckstoffers do a great job of growing. Very tidy, well managed. You can see actually, looking down this vineyard avenue, they keep the morning side tucked up tight to get a lot of sunlight into the fruit zone. The afternoon side, because of the fear of sunburn, which is one of the worst things for vineyard management and winemaking, they leave this side a little less tidy. It's a little further spread out so that we get that shade.
Besides the 18 different vineyards, we actually picked from 7 different appellations throughout Napa, including a Mount Veeder, Atlas Peak, Rutherford, and Oak Knoll.
Well, and what's important about that is the kind of backbone, if you will, of the B-Cellars strategy, which is our ability to provide a breadth of flavors, which we've actually identified more than 26 in total, that if you put that against the more traditional approach of a single vineyard, single varietal, we offer something that is entirely unique.
So Kirk, what do we got going over here today?
We're destemming the Sangiovese that we picked earlier today. This is, we actually got about 7 tons, just under, in fact. And so what's happening is the guys put we pick the fruit and it kind of comes along a channel that drops into the destemmer. From the destemmer, we go down right into the hopper. The hopper we must pump. It's a very gentle machine and a way of moving it from the bins basically to the fermenter tank. And in there is where the wine will spend, or the grapes will spend their next like 10 to 15 days. This is a great fermentation going right now. Outstanding. And that's got incredible color. Look at this. Wow. Incredible Chardonnay.
Our labeling is a very important part of our overall strategy for our wine. And the little B symbol is actually the scientific emblem for Brix. Brix, in the case of grapes, is the sugar level that you pick red wine at. In Napa, you normally pick between 24 and 28 Brix, but in our case, we normally pick between 24 and 26 Brix. Hence the 24, 25, 26 labels.
This was 27.5 sugar. That one was 32.
Are you happy with what you got here?
Yeah.
I mean, are you happy
Incredible.
with the...
I'm ecstatic.
Yeah?
Yeah. So out here we're at the vineyard called Tokelon. This is another Beckstoffer ranch, owned and managed. It's probably the most important vineyard that Andy Beckstoffer owns. And I think in our program it certainly is. In the B-Cellars program, the Tokelon vineyard has our utmost respect. And I think if you look at some of the names of other wineries that are in here as well, you can see why there's about a 4 or 5 year wait list just to get this fruit. It's next door to Mondavi and Opus One. It's right here in the heart of Oakville, and that gets back to something called terroir. And terroir is, as many people know about this word, many don't know about this word, but it's the combination of soil, climate, and cultivar. So that means everything from the wind and the rain and the sun exposure, and then there's even microclimates and why these rows are run north-south versus how the flavors would be here if they were running east-west. There's so much to it, and but it really comes down to a great site and that terroir and the soils here. You'll see in this ground we have a little bit more clay, and but also a lot of gravel. It's another very poor soil that has to be properly managed, and this year's yields I think are going to be somewhere around the 2 tons an acre point, and that's going to be great for the winemaker, but not so good for the grower. It's you know, these low yields are something that we really look forward to, and that we really love as winemakers, just for the concentration and the purity of fruit. So that's what makes Tokelon Vineyard so special, and what gives it its reserve quality status. It's probably, if you had to look at it in terms of the way the French have their rating systems, this would be a Grand Cru class vineyard. It's just an amazing site. It's certainly probably one of the most important in all the United States, is this vineyard that we're sitting in right now.
Jim and I think we're doing some pretty unique things at B-Cellars, but I guess the real test is what you think. And on that note, we'd welcome you to try our wines. We know you won't be disappointed, and we think you'll really appreciate just exactly what our entire blending strategy is all about. So cheers and welcome to B-Cellars.